Hi Flosstube, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to do a little Flosstube extra. I've been meaning to organize the cross-stitch patterns that I've acquired over almost the last year. When I get new patterns, I put them in this box, and then usually I will go through the box and put the patterns in my filing cabinet with the other things that I have. But this year I have not been keeping up with it. So I have a box full of patterns that I've purchased myself, new or thrifted or received as gifts. And I thought you guys might want to watch me go through them. I probably won't talk that much. I will try to say the name of the pattern and the designer or producer of the pattern, and yeah, if something else comes to mind, I'll say it, but I think it's mostly just going to be a quick flip through to sort these patterns. So first I'm going to pull them out and put them into piles based on theme or season probably, or holidays. Okay, I closed my office door, but we'll see whether that's enough to keep Lola's barking out. We'll see. Okay, I think I was saying that I'm going to sort them into piles based on theme, and then after that, I will pull out, like for spring, I'll pull out all of the spring patterns that I already have, and then I'll sort of compare my new patterns and decide if there's anything that I should get rid of. We'll see. I don't know if I'll record that part of it, but we're just going to go ahead and start with this box. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so when I get things, I just put them in the box. So if you've watched my recent videos, you'll already have seen a lot of these things. So I'll start with these purchases from 1 2 3 Stitch. So this is Christmas Delivery by Cottage Garden Samplings. Again, the glare is going to be kind of a problem. So that's Christmas. I might need to do a separate pile for Santas because I have a lot of Santas and also other Christmas. Next is Rascals by Pedal Pusher. So this will go in the spring pile. Then there's Crochet a Coco. I'm not going to try to say it. Oh, I should show it to you. I really like this one with the birds. The glare is going to make it tough, but hopefully it's fine. There's Basket Full of Love. This is from A Time for All Seasons series, number 4. It's from Cottage Garden Samplings. So this will also be spring. I have Oh Feathers by Rosewood Manor. This one I'm going to put in like summer or all season, and we'll see how many patterns I have that fit that. Next is Dark Shadows by Sue Hillis Designs. This will go in Halloween. So here is Good Tidings by The Drawn Thread. This is a Christmas pattern that does not have Santas. So for now we'll put them in the same stack, but we'll see how many we get in there. And then the last thing in this bag is a kit. I keep my kits in a separate place, so I'll just put this aside. And there are going to be some other kits in this box too. Okay. Next in the box is another kit. This is a Dimensions kit. And also a Letty Stitch Christmas ornament kit. This is Shepherd's Bush Merry Season. It comes with this button pack. This is obviously Christmas. It has a Santa, but I would not put it in the only Santa pile because it has other things too. Unlike this one, which is just a Santa. This is called Snowflake Santa from Just Nan, and it has, it comes with this frame. Another Just Nan. This is Christmas Memories, and this one comes with, I can't show you without showing the pattern. It comes with the bead pack. So this is like a banner sampler style that I've never really done one like that. I wish I could show you, like the closer I get, the worse focused it is. It doesn't help to zoom in. This is a Prairie Schooler Christmas Eve. Santa. Oh, it also has, there's the big one, then it also has these smaller ones. I have a Prairie Schooler St. Nicholas. This one's clearly pre-owned. I'm not sure where I got it. Also, Prairie Schooler Old World Santas. Oh, goodness. Prairie Schooler Santas Revisited 8. I actually think that I might have these in the original cardstock years, but I'm not sure. That's why I need to cross-check what I already have before I buy things. Another Santa pattern. This is the Prairie Schooler Good Saint Nick. And more Santas from the Prairie Schooler. I also have this old leaflet from Hickory Hollow called Christmas Cuffs for Stockings. I don't think I would use these as stockings, but I really like these 3 Christmas trees. I think they have a lot of beads. I think it would be pretty small compared with my other Christmas patterns, and it would still be really nice. And then also this geometric pattern. I think that would be nice in other colors, not necessarily Christmas. Like that. This is Father Winter by Teresa Winsler. This is the Prairie Schooler Christmas Arc. I don't know if I will stitch this one. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm going to keep it for now, but we'll see. I have the Prairie Schooler Santa Rides. This is one where I have an undamaged copy already in my file cabinet, so I'll swap these out and then I will, I guess, try to sell the other copy. I really like the hot air balloon and the train. So much glare. This is another Prairie Schooler Christmas Samplers 2. This is the Prairie Schooler Starry Night. It's got nativity scenes. I have 4 of these Nora Corbett they called? Christmas Eve Couriers. So I have 4 of them. I don't remember which one is which. This is Blitzen. Oh my goodness. Cupid. This is Dancer. And this is Vixen. So I like all 8 of them. I don't know when I'll do them or if I'll do all of them. I found these secondhand, so I just grabbed the 4 of them that were there. This is Just Nan, Holly Noel, I think it is. Yeah, Holly Noel. You can see it's got beads. I have Christmas Alphabet by the Vermilion Stitchery. And you have to get really close to these to see the detail, but this whole thing is a lot more detailed than it seems from this picture. And it looks like there's a lot of backstitch. So I'm not sure if I would do the actual alphabet, but I do like a lot of the little small things that are in here. Maybe just on their own. Yeah, I'm really not doing great with that camera. Next is Flowers of the Holy Night by Glendon Place. I really want to stitch this one. Looking at it makes me excited to stitch it or start kitting it up. I have a couple of Mill Hill books. This one is Santa Noel. And as you can imagine, it being Mill Hill, there are a lot of beads in all of these. I also have Mill Hill Santa's Holiday. I like these like little gingerbread houses. Next I have this Stony Creek cross stitch collection. This is like a magazine, but I really like this Christmas sampler here. I can't remember who I saw stitching it, but I did see someone on Flosstube stitching it, and when it came across this, I think it must have been at an estate sale, I remembered this pattern. I do have some magazines in here too. I'm not going to show any magazines in this video because I do have so many of them. It would take quite a while to go through all of them, and really I should go through and maybe part with some of them. I do like tab them, and so I can tell which ones I'm saving the magazine for, and I'm trying to do all of the ones in a same magazine so then I can give away the magazine. Okay. I got this Steam and Railroading leaflet. I don't know that I will actually stitch this, but I think I liked just the idea of doing just like this train engine and coal cart. It has like a little train thing. So yeah, I'll put this with like all season. I have Teresa Winsler Fantasy Triptych. Put this with like no season or all season. I also have Teresa Winsler The Castle. I really like fantasy books and movies. I don't have a lot of dragons in my house though, so I'm not sure about this. And then like even in like a kids area, I don't know. I'm not sure, but it looks like a lot of fun to stitch and I like it. So maybe there's a space for it in my office here. I got this leaflet and I realized that I had already had this book, The Best of Teresa Winsler, and it's the same pattern on the front. And that's the main reason I have the book. So I need to go through and see if any of these other patterns appeal to me. I have some other Teresa Winslers, as you saw, so I don't know if any of these others, I just don't know. So I need to look at them more closely and decide. If I don't want to stitch anything else, then I'll get rid of the book and I'll keep just this pattern. It's another Mill Hill. This is called Heirloom Harvest. I don't know that I love the colors on this, but I think it'd be really easy to swap out some of the colors, and I really like the pattern, so I think that counts as Christmas too. I have the reindeer from Cottage Garden Samplings. This is more winter than Christmas, so I'll put it in a different place. This is Frosty Nights 2 by Mill Hill, and it's a snowman. I'm not sure about this one, whether I'll actually stitch this, especially seeing how many Mill Hill patterns I have now. This is Snow Days by Mill Hill. Again, it's more snowmen. I do really like this here. It's like a woods scene. Another Mill Hill Frosty Friends. And I have Red Winged Blackbirds by Carriage House Samplings. This one is maybe summer. I don't really have a summer pile. I have like a no season pile. So I guess I'll do a new. There. This is Heart and Hand, Honey of a Tiny Town. So this one would also be summer. I have the Barn Owl. Summer, and the Bald Eagle. I have this leaflet called Summer Birds. I don't know if I'll stitch this one because I have a lot of Crosswing Collection patterns, and if I don't know, I might stitch those more. I don't know. I'll have to see. I have this TGIF, Just Us Chickens, I guess. I don't know why, I just thought that some of these would be cute little things to stitch. I'm going to put that in summer. Here's another Mill Hill leaflet called Berries and Bugs. And it has like garden and strawberries and raspberries. It's got this little scene. This is Flights of Fancy. I bought this when I was on my trip in Italy. It's a kingfisher. I really like the original artwork and I like the colors of this. But that's the last thing I have to show you because the other two patterns in the box are other patterns that I purchased in Italy, but I have since come to decide that they're not licensed. So I might still stitch them, but I'm not going to show them. Okay, so those are all of the new things that I purchased recently. So now I'm going to pull out each of these categories and put them away. So these are the spring patterns that I already had. This is the Prairie Schooler, a Prairie Garden 2. There's this Leisure Arts leaflet because of spring. And I liked this little pot of geraniums. I have the drawn thread, the Alpine Garden. This is another one of those like band samplers that I've never done before. I might set things aside if I'd like to start them soon. I would like to start this, but I don't know if I can start a drawn thread project this year. We'll have to see. I also have the drawn thread, the perennial border. I have this Lenart. It's called Wildflowers. And I believe it has 2 different sets, different charts. I have Stony Creek Friends of Nature. I like these butterflies. And I like this. I also have this Rocky Mountain Wildflowers book. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any ideas for how I would stitch these, but I just thought having one little flower would be easy to do really quickly. And I also have this book from Leisure Arts. And I have 2 things tabbed in here. I have this hummingbird and this flower scene with the nest. I think that it's stitched on Aida, and sometimes you just need an Aida project, and I think this looks fun to stitch. It would be a lot of variety, but it doesn't look like there are too many colors or too many complicated like partial stitches or anything like that. So I think this would be really enjoyable to stitch. Okay, so those are basically all of my spring patterns that I already had. So I'm adding in these 2, but I think I am going to leave out Rascals. I think that this is pretty small, and I might try to start and finish it this spring. So I'm going to leave this out and put this away. I also have several Crosswing collection patterns. So many of them that I don't know which one I want to stitch. I have Flower Power number 28. It has hummingbirds and a variety of flowers and butterflies. These are thick, big patterns. I've not done one before, and this is a pretty big one. I also have Wood Warblers 1. And Extinct is Forever. This one's pretty sad. Maybe I can part with this one. This one is Today's Special, and it's Bird Feeders, which I would rather stitch birds without the feeders, but I really like this hummingbird scene with these tall flowers. I have Here's to the Chickadee. And Prairie Song. I like this Western Meadowlark. Oh, and then also in this folder is this Cottage Garden Sampling Simplicity, which I think seeing people stitch this on YouTube, I think it's also bigger than it looks. And I also have, I have more springtime patterns. So I also have the Raccoon by Cottage Garden Sampling. And Linden Place Eggs All Around. And I have this Ink Circles, the Birds and the Bees. What else do I have? Okay, so those are all of the springtime patterns. I also have some like summery patterns, which are mostly like farm or patriotic. So I have this Twisted Threads Itty Bitty Glory. It is really small. I have this Mill Hill Welcome for All Seasons. Which it has patterns for all of the seasons, but I think I was mostly interested in the summer ones. I have this Serenity Prayer. I think this would be simple to stitch because a lot of this is half stitches to get the like dimension on it. I would probably want to do a different like poem or saying or prayer. I don't know. I do like this one, but I think that something more about adventure would suit the landscape in my house. I have the Prairie Schooler Garden Samplers, which I like this like bowl of produce, and I like this red-winged blackbird bird feeder. Another Prairie Schooler Summer Samplers. I really like this one in the middle. And I like this little like vegetable patch. So I would maybe swap out these two lower parts. This is called Barnyard Pear by Leisure Arts. And another Prairie Schooler, Farmer's Alphabet. Okay, so that is all of the spring and summer. So I will put my new stuff in with those. The next category is Halloween and fall. I only have one Halloween pattern to put away, but I'll go ahead and show you both Halloween and fall. So I have this Halloween Owl Pumpkins. I think this would look awesome on like a blue and orange fabric, like a colorful fabric. Or maybe like a dark purple. I have Abby Rose Designs My Pretties. I don't usually go for this style, but I thought it was just so small that it would be easy to stitch, and I like it the more I look at it. This is Bent Creek Spooky Row. And Shepherd's Bush, Be a Witch. This is the Halloween Company. I think I just wanted this one to have like a quick little like basic Halloween stuff to stitch. Like a quick little pumpkin. I have the Prairie Schooler Bump in the Night. Autumn Lane Stitchery, Something Wicked This Way Comes. The Drawn Thread Trick or Treat. The Drawn Thread Almost Halloween. Most of the Halloween patterns. I have one more here. It's a Millville leaflet, and it has it's called a Harvest Festival, and it has these Halloween patterns on one side. I like this witch. And then on the other side, it has more like fall harvest patterns. So that brings us to the fall patterns. I have Curtis Bowringer Cross Stitch, the Pumpkin Sampler. I think this would be great with variegated floss. If you pick out my own colors, it seems like a pretty simple color palette. Glendon Place. It's called Sir Thomas, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. There. And then this is a pattern I got in Italy. It's Tortoise and the Hare, the story, but the oak leaves and acorns made me put it with the fall patterns. And I'm stitching, I started a long dog sampler, and I was thinking this pattern would be fun to do in the same colors. I think those are all of the fall patterns. Okay, the next category is Christmas with no Santa, or where Santa's not the main focus. I did have enough to divide them into those two categories. First is Lavender and Lace. This is called Oh Christmas Tree. I'm losing a lot of light in here. Let's see if I can get it out of the shadows. Oh Christmas Tree. This is Leisure Arts, America's Best Loved Christmas Carols in cross stitch. I really want to stitch these. I have Stony Creek Christmas Sentiments. This is one that I saw on Kathy at the Crafty Cat Stitchers channel. That's my space heater turning off. Hopefully it's not been annoying this whole time. This one is called Christmas Eve by Just Nan, and it comes with these little beads. And Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrick. This one I found already kitted up with some of the floss. And then I have Best of Teresa Wensler Christmas Collection, this book. I think I kept it for these ornaments, I'm doing Teresa Winsler's Millennium. So these angels, they're not that appealing to me. Oh, that's interesting. I have that copy of Father Winter, I think it is. So maybe I don't need to keep that because it's in this book. And I also like this one, Santa and the Horse. Let's remember to pull that one out. So that brings us, well, first I'll show you the things I'm adding to that stack that you saw earlier. Quite a few in here. So that category got much bigger. The next grouping is Santas. I don't know why I have so many, or why I have this obsession with Santas. I only have one Santa that I'm stitching right now, but I just see them and I want to stitch them. And so I was going through this really quickly and I found another 2 duplicates. So I already had this Snowflake Santa by Just Nan and this Mill Hill Santa's Holiday booklet. So the 2 that I picked up, let's see, the ones that I picked up, I can try to sell. So I'll do that. So I already had those 2. I also have the Prairie Schooler, A Christmas Visit. The Prairie Schooler Woodland Santas, which I don't have a Prairie Schooler going right now. I maybe need to pick one. Here is that Santa Rides. This copy is much nicer, so I'll put it aside and swap them out. Here's Saint Nicholas. I have these 2 Stardust patterns. This is Smoky Mountain Christmas. Oh, it's getting dark in here. And I also have Christmas Dinner. I would probably stitch this one first, but I like them both. I have Mill Hill Joyful Santas. This Leisure Arts Noble Companions book. I have this Lavender and Lace. I'm currently stitching a Lavender and Lace Santa. This one's called Gift of Peace. I also like the one with the Santa with woodland animals. And I have this heirloom tree skirt. I would not do the skirt. I have a collar for the bottom of my tree that's a lot easier with pets and with sweeping and stuff, so I like that. But I like the style of the Santas. They're kind of vintagey, I guess. So I'm adding, that's all of the Santa ones, other than I have a stack of these Prairie Schooler Santas. I need to go through and tab the ones that I'm missing, but I think I have almost all of them. So I also don't need to keep those ones that are 4 Santas from these years if I already have those years. So those are all of the patterns and booklets that I have. That's not any of my kits, and that's also not any of the magazines that I have. And I do try to get rid of magazines, and I don't pick them up anymore unless I know what's in them for sure, just because they take up so much space, and then it takes a long time to get through enough patterns for it to actually leave the house. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, I will be back with an update later on this month. Happy stitching. Bye.